Bro, it's been 10 years already, and we're already celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Just Alyx on YouTube. That's just J-U-S-T, Alyx, A-L-Y-X. Don't get, it's not an E, it's a Y-X. A-L-Y-X, bro. Dude, sensational YouTube channel, just some wrestling reviews, just get some opinions. You know, just winging it, bro. And you know what else? You know what else? I want to say thank you, Alyx. Thank you for being a stallion, for being a stud, for being a bro, and for being an all-around cool dude. Hey, happy 10-year anniversary. Best of luck. And I hope there's 10 more magical years at least, dude. So have a good one. Enjoy yourself, and everybody tune in to Just Alyx on YouTube. And remember, that's just J-U-S-T space Alyx, A-L-Y-X. All right, bro? Have a good one, dude. Later.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
WWE Draft is officially in the books. Technically. As of 10:15 p.m., October 4th, the draft should have concluded. Unfortunately, we have a lot of people who have yet to be drafted. And I'm assuming this will happen off TV or over the course of the 2-week period before this thing actually goes into effect, because we gotta get that Saudi money at WWE Blood Money. October 21st. I know it's called Crown Jewel, but sorry. Blood Money sounds a lot better. Regardless of who's gonna go where, we are here to talk about the results of the WWE 2021 Draft. Who went to SmackDown? Who went to Raw? Who do I see working out? Who do I see not working out? Do I think this thing is going to stick? Overall, just my thoughts on it. No, I'm not going to talk about Raw because I didn't think Raw was all that great. So why talk about it? That's the whole new mantra. In case you guys didn't see my uploaded video last night, which you should go back and watch, I basically talked about me no longer hate watching WWE. The stuff that I don't like, I'm not going to talk about. Didn't think Raw was all that good, so why talk about it? Why? Why not spend my time being constructive and talking about things that, you know, I actually like, and maybe even things I want to see improve, like the draft. This concept of brands. Having a brand split. Let's talk about that. Because I think that's more worth our time than revisiting that terrible episode of Monday Night Raw. Not me hating. I'm just saying it was terrible. But yeah, you guys have fun talking about it, discussing it with everybody else in the live chat. I'm going to talk about something I want to talk about. Because going forward, Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you, is no longer going to be about what I hate. I'm done talking about what I hate. I am now building a better, fruitful foundation for this channel. I am going to talk about things that I feel I can add a voice to, I can add a perspective to, that can actually become something that's worth my time. So please understand. Again, you want more details? Just watch the video from yesterday, where I talk about I no longer want to hate watch wrestling, including WWE. But yeah, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get into the draft results. You get my thoughts. And then we're going to go into a topic that we have to discuss. Simply asking WWE to stick to their guns. Stick to your damn guns when it comes to the draft, or get rid of it. Sounds fair? Awesome. Before we get to it, please take the time to like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. You would be doing me a highly major favor if you click the video's like button and that subscribe button, as well as the bell to make sure you actually get it in your subscription box. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Please join the membership today and get an opportunity to request a video, whether it's a live reaction, whether it's a review, or whether it's a hot topic of your choosing. Also, you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, donate using PayPal, Patreon. Super chats are officially on. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but also get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by J Knox and Firestar Heart. As I was saying, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air, but you can also donate using PayPal or Patreon. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, sponsorships, or just to say hi. And also be sure to give me a follow on Spotify. I noticed that most of you, some of you have actually been listening to my music and have actually been checking it out. So please, check out my Spotify. Maybe even give it a follow. The more the merrier. So let's go to this live chat. I noticed that a lot of people have been going live around this time. I didn't expect to have my boy Solomonster and Greg, both of them going live at the same time. So I'm probably going to take a hit when it comes to the audience. Or maybe not. We got close to 100 people in here. I'll take that. And yes, I did notice that my dislike bar is unusually high, once again, because we got bots. YouTube usually kills those bots in a day, so I'm not really worried about it. It'll go away. You just get focused on them likes. Like the video. We got 100 people in this thing. Be sure to get them likes up. The more you like the video, the more it'll get seen. And the more you dislike the video, the more it'll get seen as well. So please, bots, continue to dislike the video for all I care. It works. Show some love to the moderators, Firestar Heart, Ultra Shadow 97, Elias Demian Godzilla Hawk, who continue to make this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Hello to the following people, Mr. EGD, Hades, Kobayashi, Kobayashi, Demian Space, Jojo, Henry Willow Washington, don't know why I call you Willow Washington, that's your new name, Henry Washington, Taryn Jones, King of Hecko Mundo, Robert Brown, Ray Perkins, Eric Decker. We got David Ventura. I won't say it this time, but I'm close to saying it. Vito Dallas. What's up, Vito? Code. Code Aquarius. I was gonna say Aquarius. That's not it. Code Equestria. What's up, Code? I'm pretty sure I got your name wrong. Code. I think you're new. Are you new? You're new. Welcome. Sorry that I botched your first name on the first try. Censored. Adam Ritter. Quentin Gilbert. Anthony White. Mom Arredondo. Oh, are you related to Joe Arredondo? Welcome. Ant-Man Nationwide T, Christopher Carter, lots of regulars in here. Joseph Winters, Remember the Time 92, Pikachu Black, Big Hero Chris, and last but not least, let's give this one to Oh Yeah, Mr. Krabs. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you're blessed, and I hope you're highly flavored. Not highly favored, but highly flavored. Get some flavor in your systems. Alright, so, as I said before, we're not going to talk about Raw. Raw was garbage. So why talk about it? Let's talk about some things I actually want to talk about. Apparently I'm getting dislike bombed. I know, guys. It's a bot. It's always happening. It's going to be happening. Just get used to it, y'all. There's not much I can do about it. They're going to dislike. You just keep the likes up. Eventually YouTube will see it and get rid of it. Okay. Alright. Fine. David Ventura, Pet Detective. And Code, how do you say your name? Just type really quickly how I am supposed to pronounce it. Equestria. I feel like it's Code Equestria. That's what I think it is. Code Equestria. We're gonna go with that. Alright, so let's move on, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to this draft. So, once again, we're going to talk about the results of the draft. And I'm not going to lie, not much has changed, actually. I'm looking at overall what I'm seeing, other than a few NXT call-ups and one surprising call-up, actually. Wasn't expecting him this soon. Not much has changed. It doesn't really feel like this draft improved anything. And I think that's an issue. Because the whole point of a draft is to make things fresher. It's to make things a lot more interesting. It's to make things more intriguing. Give you fresher matches, things we haven't seen before. It doesn't feel like we're going to get that. It actually feels the opposite. It looks like we're going to get the same thing, it's just on different nights. We're going to see what we can do about this, because, again, my job is not to hate. My job is to talk about what they did and to see what are some things we can improve. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up the list. I have the list right here. And we're going to just quickly just go through what we got here. So, yeah, it's Word. I know. Word document. Y'all good. Y'all be aight. So, just to recap from Friday, Roman Reigns is staying on SmackDown. We all knew that was happening. Roman ain't going nowhere. If he's fighting The Rock at WrestleMania, that needs to be on the show that has access to a wider audience. Fox is on more cable network stations, so of course, Roman is going to be on SmackDown. Can't hate on that. Big E, of course, was drafted to Raw. Not a surprise for me whatsoever. He won the championship. Don't know why we keep him. Why keep him on freaking SmackDown if he's going to be WWE champion? Raw Women's champion Charlotte Flair was selected for SmackDown. As soon as this happened, a lot of people suspected that Becky Lynch was going to be switched to Raw. And I was one of those people that was like, can we not just swap champions? Can we make it interesting? I actually would have liked it if Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha, and Becky all stayed on the same brand. That would have been something new, because we haven't seen that before. Based off of what they did, it feels like they're going to be flip-flopping the women. So more than likely, Bayley will go to Raw when she comes back, which, I was like, okay. So I'm assuming that after Saudi Arabia, both Charlotte and Becky will just swap belts. That just seems so lazy, Bianca Belair is on Raw. Drew McIntyre is on SmackDown. I like that. I think Drew will add some freshness to SmackDown, including a match or a feud with Roman Reigns, which needs to happen. Although I was also looking forward to a feud between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, which we're not going to get, sadly. RK Bro is staying on Raw. New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are moving to SmackDown. I don't know why they have this need to continually break up the New Day, but then when they don't know what to do, they just bring them back together. We'll get to that in a second, but that is getting annoying. Make up your minds, guys. Are we going to keep them together or not? If you want to keep them together, fine. Don't keep flip-flopping. Okay, we're breaking up the New Day. Okay, we're going to put them back together for one night only. We're going to break up the New Day. Now we're going to put them back together. We'll get to it. Stick to your guns. That's the message. Stick to your guns. Alright, Edge is on Raw. That was a surprising move. I was certain Edge was going to be on SmackDown for the longest because he's one of their biggest stars, but they're moving him to Raw. Interesting. But as soon as I saw Edge move, I was kind of suspecting, alright, this is probably an indication that we're going to move Seth to Raw as well. And if Seth moves to Raw, that means Becky moves to Raw, because we can't break them up. Husbands and wives are together. Spoiler alert, that was basically the case. If you're in a relationship or married to one wrestler, they put you both on the same show. Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss are on SmackDown. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I gotta say it again. I feel like bum-ass Baron Corbin, is that what we're calling it? Bum Corbin at least had a story, had a long-term investment into him. This get-rich-quick, Happy Corbin slot machine master is so bland and boring, and it's such a basic heel character. It's really not worth anybody's time. I'm hoping, again, anything can change. I'm hoping something happens where he gambles and he loses all his money again and becomes a bum. They can do that. It's not that hard to get him back to bum Corbin. I don't like Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin is boring. Speaking of boring, Nikki Ash, Rhea Ripley are staying on Raw as your women's tag team titles, tag team champs. Hit Row is moving up to SmackDown. I sent the tweet out literally today, and I can pull it up here. Basically, giving my thoughts on Hit Row moving, and I was just being myself, just, expressing myself, not trying to bother nobody, not trying to hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Get on down. Y'all not gonna believe what happened. Y'all not gonna believe this. Let me show y'all what happened. Your boy, Just Alyx, actually got a response. I actually got a response from Hit Row, because I say it here. It's no secret that I'm a fan of Hit Row, a hip-hop group that kicks ass while dropping bars. And I gave my interpretation of the group. Swerve was the leader, Top Dollar is the muscle, Adonis is the young future, like Randy Orton was to Evolution, and B-Fab is the sex appeal. She's the manager. Well, our good friend, Just Different, aka Swerve, responded, basically saying, all equals, no leaders. All equals, no leaders. And check this out. Guess who also responded? Top Dollar, not nada. Oh, it's not gonna stop there. Guess what? Ashante the Adonis also responded. Hit Row, your boys are into your boy. Let me tell you something. That made my day. And they're right. I do believe the tired cliche of, okay, we gotta have a leader, and everybody's gonna. It's good that they're mixing it up and basically saying, nah, that's not us. We all leaders. We all the same. So I can respect that. I listen. The fact that they even responded to me makes me happy. So I feel like because I'm a lot more conversational with my posts, wrestlers feel the need or are more encouraged to respond. So you might want to get on Twitter. I might get a lot more responses from the performers, if you know what I mean. Keith Lee has been selected for Raw. Apparently they're going to turn him heel. Keith Bearcat Lee is not a good name. I don't think it works for him. And yes, I know. People are telling me that it was a callback to the old Bearcat. Edward Bearcat Wright. I know. A legend. I know who he is. And I appreciate that. It doesn't work for Keith Lee. And how do you go from Limitless Keith Lee to Keith Bearcat Lee? That's just weird. I'm sorry. Him being a heel, though, sure, whatever gets him more TV time. I just think it's kind of weird that Bearcat. Like, what's the origin of that? Where did it come from? Why are we calling him Bearcat? Naomi was selected for SmackDown. She got to do her feud with Sonya Deville. And hopefully Sonya joins the women's division after that. Rey and Dominic Mysterio have moved their tag team to Raw. You already know what's about to happen. You know Dominic eventually is going to turn on Rey. I can turn off Super Chats.
Did you know about WWE have more draft on Raw Talk?
Apparently Yeah, we'll talk about those. We'll do some live reactions to the draft picks that they put on Raw Talk. Because I kind of figured they were going to do more. Okay, where was I? Rey Mysterio and Dominic are going to Raw. You know Dominic is turning on Rey. It's either going to be a WrestleMania match or a Royal Rumble or something. But you know that's going to be a feud. Jeff Hardy was selected for SmackDown. Don't see it really working out. That being said, he is bringing in Willow. I never really saw his Willow persona. I don't remember if that was a TNA thing or something else, but alright, we'll see how that works out. Willow and Austin Theory got moved up from NXT. He is no longer with The Way. He is now on his own. I am on my way. And then secondary drafts that didn't air. We got Nia Jax staying on Raw. We got Doudrop. Why is she called Doudrop? Storyline-wise, it makes no sense to call her Doudrop. She was given the name Doudrop to mock her, and that was by Eva Marie. Eva Marie gave her that name because of her weight. She beat Eva Marie. She's gotten away from Eva Marie, so why are we still calling her Doudrop? Now it feels like the company is insulting her. Let her go back to Piper Niven, or just Piper. I don't care. Piper's fine. I love Piper. Viper, whatever you want to call her. But yeah, Doudrop's on Raw. Zelina Vega is going to be jobbing on Raw now. Get your money. John Morrison is on Raw. Reggie, when he drops that 24/7 championship, will be on Raw. R-Truth, Drake Maverick. T-Bar is on Raw, but watch this. Mace is not. I guess that's the end of Retribution. I think that's a plus for me. Akira Tozawa is on Raw. Alpha Academy is on Raw. So we got 2 gold medalists, Olympians, on Raw. That's pretty good. That's pretty dope. I like that. And then finally we got Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz on Raw now. All right. Can we put Apollo Crews with the Hurt Business? We might as well. Screw it. Let's just go ahead and do what we were supposed to do. Let's put Apollo Crews with the Hurt Business. Give him something to do. He's already a heel. Toni Storm is staying on SmackDown. Aaliyah, my girl Aaliyah, is moving to SmackDown. She should do great if they give her TV time. Like I said, Mace is on SmackDown. Drew Gulak. And then we got Mansoor and Mustafa Ali. And then we get to the draft tonight. Again, I'm not going to have too much to say about the jobbers. In terms of the women, hopefully we get more TV time with Toni Storm. I want to see Aaliyah do her thing. And here's the thing, because we don't have a lot of big names, you got Charlotte and you got Sasha. Maybe Bayley comes in. You got to have some babyface. I think that's my biggest concern. When it comes to SmackDown, you don't have a legitimate babyface to carry that show now. You don't. Maybe Toni Storm. It would have been a great time to move up Io Shirai or move over Asuka. Maybe they'll move over Asuka. We'll talk about that when it is announced. Alright, so right off the bat, they announced that Becky Lynch, the women's champ on SmackDown, is moving to Raw. So like I said, they're just going to swap belts. I just think that's lazy. Don't y'all think that's lazy? And apparently Becky is still a heel. Don't know why we're going in that direction. We already know it's not going to work, and it's not working, so why are we still doing it? Okay. The Usos, yes, there was a storyline where Paul Heyman was to make sure the Usos were drafted to SmackDown. Didn't really lead anywhere. Didn't really do anything, really. Don't even know why they were there, but alright. The Usos were selected for SmackDown, so Paul Heyman can rest easy. Bobby Lashley was selected for Raw. Sasha Banks was selected for SmackDown. Again, like, it just kind of confirms that they want to keep the 4 horsewomen apart as much as possible. So, if SmackDown's going to have Sasha and Charlotte, damn, that's heel heavy. I guess Raw will have Becky and Bayley. Or they'll just put Bayley on SmackDown. We'll find out. Although she's injured, so who knows. Isn't Asuka injured too? Jesus Christ. Ooh, we'll find out. Seth Rollins is going to Raw. Are you surprised? I hope not. I thought Edge was the giveaway, but Becky should have been the moment you went, all right, I guess, what did he call himself? The Drip Messiah or the Visionary Drip God or something? I don't know. He's still trying to figure out who he is, but I like it. Seth Rollins is on Raw. Finish up his feud with Edge, and I guess we can do Rollins versus Kevin. No, not again. Who the fuck is he gonna feud with after Edge? Yeah, Finn Balor? Have they actually feuded before? I guess not. Yeah, Finn Balor. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, maybe. Spoiler alert, Finn Balor was moved to Raw after they buried the Fiend. They buried the Fiend, but they also buried the Demon. So Finn Balor should turn heel. Really. Real talk. Finn Balor really should turn heel at this point because why? Why keep him a babyface? We need to refresh his character. Turn him heel. And if you need a babyface, you got AJ Styles. Turn him face. Let's see. The IC champ, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Rick Boogs. They're staying on SmackDown. And the United States champion, Damian Priest, is also staying on Raw. Not much else to say about that. I like both talents. Hopefully they do very well as champions. Sheamus is going to SmackDown. That shouldn't be a shock. He wasn't really doing much on Raw anyway, so cool. AJ and Big Omos. Anybody else sick of this tag team? I'm already sick of it. Can we split these guys up? I was hoping AJ would go to SmackDown. Honestly, I think AJ as a babyface on SmackDown would be mwah, beautiful. But yeah, I'm ready for AJ to go babyface. I am. I'm ready for AJ to go face. Shayna Baszler is going to SmackDown. Interesting. Good choice. I'm a bit worried that SmackDown might feel a little too heel heavy now. You don't really have a lot of baby faces for SmackDown, which is an issue. They didn't think about that one. And it hurts that you turned your top babyface, Becky Lynch, heel, and Bianca got moved to Raw. So what, Liv Morgan? Is she even gonna be on SmackDown? We'll find out. You know who's not on SmackDown? Kevin Owens. They told Kevin Owens, look here, we already know, sir, that you're going to be leaving, that you're going to be going to AEW soon, so we're going to make your life a living hell. We're going to make your life a living hell, sir. Deal with it. Kevin's miserable. He even came out like, guys, just fucking release me. Let me go. We already know I'm leaving to go to All Elite. Just let me go now. Save us the trouble. Nah, they're going to bury him. He's going to be in 24/7 championship segments. Jesus. NXT, Xia Li's being moved up. Interesting choice. I'm very surprised that we went with Xia Li and not, I don't know, LA Knight or Raquel Gonzalez. Frankie Monet? Because I was thinking of all the women to call up, Xia Li. Not Frankie? Not Dakota Kai? Like what? Not Io Shirai? Alright, sure, whatever. I don't care. Xia Li. Hopefully she does well. I don't see her doing well. Especially a roster that has Charlotte Flair. She's doomed. You're doomed. Street Profits are up and they are on Raw. Is war. Yeah. Again, Bianca Belair, so you already knew her hubby, Montez Ford, was going with her to Raw. There was that part of Raw where they were going to do, I don't know what it was. It felt like New Day and Street Profits were setting up something. And I'm thinking, are the Street Profits going to turn heel? They didn't. But I was kind of just like, ooh, this feels like a heel turn. And it wasn't. In contrast, the Viking Raiders are going to SmackDown, and nobody cares. This one I do care about. Ricochet is going to SmackDown. Yes, good move. Because, Jesus Christ, he was wasting away on Raw. I don't see him wasting away on SmackDown. I think they're going to use him. He's going to get some time to shine. And he would be an excellent IC champion. Hopefully, I pray to God. I posted another tweet about Ricochet being 32 years young and in the best shape of his career in his prime. And I hate the fact that he's stuck in WWE until 2024. He's stuck for another 3 years. And I think someone like him, if there was ever going to be a roster cut, they need to let him go. Because I just don't see WWE seeing any value in Ricochet. Oh, he has bad microphone skills. You know what? Sometimes it's just best to let them do what they do inside the ring and just let everything else fall in place. Yes, he needs to work on the ability to talk. But you know what? You know what he excels at? Doing shit that no one else does inside the ring. Oh, he does flips and kicks like everybody else does. There are types of flips and kicks that nobody else can do but Ricochet. Try that again. There are different types of flips and kicks that no one else can do but Ricochet. And they need to appreciate that before he turns 34 and then goes to be a main event player in AEW. They won't, but it is what it is. Go Ninja! Go Ninja! Go! Karrion Kross is on Raw with no Scarlett. Fuck. Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza have been selected for SmackDown. Kind of makes you wonder what tag teams are left on Raw. You got the Street Profits on Raw. Who else they got on Raw? Oh, God, they moved all the tag teams to SmackDown. Oh, God. Alright, have fun with that. Alexa Bliss is on Raw. Harley Quinn Bliss is on Raw for right now. I don't even know if she's going to have the gimmick when she comes back. And I heard she's getting married, so congratulations to Alexa Bliss. Cesaro decided to re-sign with WWE and hasn't been seen on TV, but he's staying on SmackDown for some reason. I don't know why you don't move him to Raw. At least he can be somewhat of a interesting element to that show. But alright, he's going to be on Raw. Rich Holland from NXT is being moved up. Rich Holland? Not LA Knight? The fuck? That was an interesting call. I would have taken Rex Steiner. I know it's called Braun Breaker, but... Rich Holland? Not Pete Dunne? The fuck? Gold medalist Gable Steveson. This is the one that shocked me. I was on the impression that Gable... Get it? Gable? Ready? Willing and get... Okay. Gold medalist Steveson. I almost called him Stevenson. Steveson was going to go to NXT first. I thought that was the right place for him. He needs to start cold, fresh, on a brand where he can get some awareness, but not too much until he knows how to wrestle. They said, nope, we started him right on Raw. All right, I hope you're just as good as Kurt Angle was, because, God, that's a lot of pressure on you. I think he'll be fine. I think Gable will fit in just right, because he's an Olympian, so he'll pick this up really fast, hopefully. And last but not least, officially for the TV version of the draft, Sami Zayn is staying on SmackDown. So they're splitting up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for now. Interesting choice. Interesting choices. Let's take a look if they announced anything for the rest of the roster. By the way, close to 200 people in here. Like the video. I notice we have a lot of dislikes. Ignore the dislikes. It's just bots. Get them likes up. Get this to at least 100. I think we can hit 100 really quickly. That would be easy. But let me see what other draft picks were made while I was talking. Okay, so check this out. Liv Morgan is officially on Raw. Alright, that's not bad. I don't really hate that choice. But once again, it makes you wonder who do they have on SmackDown as a babyface? Do they have anybody on SmackDown as a babyface? I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let me just go through this. Let me see what they announced. So Liv Morgan's on Raw. Kevin Owens, I know that. Let me see here. Is that all they announced? That can't be all that was announced. Hold on for a minute. Okay, so Liv Morgan's on Raw. Congratulations to Liv Morgan. I think Wait, did I see Mia Yim get drafted to Raw too? I'm not even sure anymore, y'all. I'm really not sure. Okay, here we go. I got some names. So it says here, Shotzi Blackheart was drafted to SmackDown. That's not a... I'm assuming Tegan and Shotzi were drafted to SmackDown. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to Twitter. Screw all this. Me searching it. Let's go to Twitter, y'all. Let's find out together. Let's find out together. Since they don't want to announce everything. So here we go. We got Shotzi Blackheart, Natalya, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky. Shanky are going to SmackDown. So there you go. So Jinder's gonna follow our boy Drew McIntyre to SmackDown. And I'm assuming Natalya and Tamina as a group are going to SmackDown. So I'll just put them there for now. And I'm assuming Shotzi and Tegan are going to SmackDown too, right? Right? Maybe. Who knows? I don't even know anymore. Okay, and here's the other draft pick. Oh my god. I was completely wrong. They split up. They split up. How you gonna split up Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox and not give them their title shot? What the hell? Okay. Tegan Nox is on Raw. Jesus Christ. Let me see. So Tegan Nox, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode are on Raw. Shocker. Okay. Looks like the Hurt Business is also on Raw. The Hurt Business is also on Raw. With The Miz. Alright. Alright. So I'm assuming MVP is also going to be a Raw. Although he's not officially drafted yet, so we won't say anything. Let me see here. The Miz is also Raw. Mia Yim is Raw because she's in a relationship with Keith Lee because it is what it is. Dana Brooke is staying on Raw. Cool. Jackson Riker is also staying on Raw. And is that Veer? Did they split up Veer and Shanky? They split up Veer and Shanky. So, Shanky's going to SmackDown, but Veer is staying on Raw. I don't know why. I have no idea why they split them up. They do not like their tag teams, bro. Okay, so that leaves... Let me cut the rest of this out. The following people have not been drafted yet. Bayley, Asuka, Eva Marie, Elias, and MVP. Those two have not been drafted to any of the shows yet. And yes, that also includes Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. So, those are the undrafted. But, yeah, that's interesting. We'll see where the rest of the draft takes us there, but... Those are some interesting choices. I like that Liv Morgan is going to Raw. I thought that was a good choice. I just have to question, like, who's going to be the babyface for that women's division on SmackDown? These are the tough questions I have to ask here. So let me go to my boy Sean Ross Sapp. Just in case we got some more picks that they decided to post. Or is he still doing a review? Okay, I guess that's all of them. Alright, so there you go. Once again, the people who have not been drafted yet are, just to kind of recap, Asuka, Bayley, Eva Marie, Elias, MVP, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg. So there you go. I can't assume MVP will be on Raw. Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, doesn't really matter. Elias, I guess he's going to SmackDown, or is he staying on Raw? Eva Marie is probably staying on Raw. Bayley is probably going to Raw, and Asuka is probably going to SmackDown. SmackDown needs a babyface, because he doesn't have one in terms of the women's division. Don't know what else to say. All right. So that's the draft. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. That's the draft. So, how's about we talk about an issue here that I have with this whole draft thing? And when it comes to WWE and them sticking to their guns, them following their own rules, 9 times out of 10, they will always not do that. WWE is like that kid on the playground who tells everybody, hey, I want you to come play with me. I want you to come play with me. That kid starts losing, and then he changes the rules of the game so he can start winning. That's WWE. Anytime something inconsistent is happening, they want to come up with some bullshit to explain why this person can still go over to different shows and stuff like that with no explanation, with no reason behind it. And all it does is insult the audience intelligence. Here's what I'm going to say to WWE. If you're going to have a draft, stick to it. This whole bullshit of it not taking effect until the 22nd of October, because Saudi Arabia, we got to push that off. Makes you just wonder, why didn't you just wait until after Saudi Arabia to do the draft? But alright, whatever. That's basically their way of saying, expect to see all these people on both shows until the draft happens. Which, by the way, you gotta understand this is WWE. More than likely, some of these will fall through. Some of these draft picks, they'll just pretend didn't happen. Or they'll say, well, she was traded to this show over this one, so what you gonna do? We traded Liv Morgan back to SmackDown for, I don't know, Rick Boogs. I don't know, they'll find some reason to explain it, because WWE is that kid on the playground that changes the rules. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't care what you got to do. If you're going to have a draft, stick to your guns. The people who are on these shows need to stay on these goddamn shows unless you're the women's tag team champs. Outside of them, why are we continuing to swap people on different shows? And that's what's going to hurt this. They got Survivor Series coming up with no stakes. And they're going to do Raw versus SmackDown. And what makes that show special is the fact that these guys... what makes it special is the fact that these guys are fighting for brand supremacy. And they haven't touched, they haven't crossed paths. When you have them constantly going on different shows and fighting, then you want to do a Survivor Series, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't have any flair. The brand supremacy doesn't work. So, then I have to ask the question, why are we doing it? If you're going to have them on both shows anyways, just have everybody show up on both shows. And unify the belts. Get one world champ, one women's champ, keep the tag belts, the women's tag belts, but then unify the tag team championships, keep the US belt, keep the IC belt. Just unify the belts. If you don't want to go... If you don't want to stick to your guns with this draft and go years, or at least a year, not having these guys cross over, then don't do the draft. Don't waste our time. Get rid of it. Cancel the draft. Have Vince McMahon come out and say the draft is done. We're going back to having super shows or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. You tell me. What's going to make fans respect your shows going forward is if you add some continuity, is if you give them a reason to respect it. You have to give us the rules and stick to those rules. Because too many times, WWE changes the rules. This is why people don't care about Raw or SmackDown or the draft. I mean, even as I speak right now, a lot of these feuds going into Saudi Arabia happen to be people from different brands. Freaking Drew McIntyre is fighting for the WWE Championship. Drew's on SmackDown, Big E's on Raw, so I guess Big E's going to retain. They're also doing Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. I guess Goldberg gets his win back. Freaking Becky Lynch is defending her belt against... Who was it? It was Sasha and Bianca, right? Well, clearly Sasha's not winning that match. So maybe Becky retains or maybe Bianca wins the belt. I don't know. I don't even know what else is happening on the show. I know Brock's going to be fighting Roman Reigns, so there's that. But a lot of these matches, you look at them and you go, well, clearly Only one person can legitimately win this match. And then we got King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. I don't give a damn about this because it's not going to mean anything in the long run. Kind of wish they would have done a King of the Ring pay-per-view if that was the case. You know what I mean? It's just stuff to get you to care about this goddamn blood money show. And no one is in that camp. No one cares about this show. Yes, you might care about Roman versus Brock, but you know that there's going to be some bullshit to end that match. It's a waste on blood money. It is. Should have been at Survivor Series. But we'll talk about Survivor Series when we get closer to it. As I said, the draft is done. There's potential there. But we have got to stick to our guns. Because the more you stick to your guns, the more people respect the draft, and the more interesting it gets when you do the whole, okay, Raw versus SmackDown. At this point in time, the war I want to see is NXT versus the main roster. That's at least new, because at least you get people that you haven't actually seen cross over before. Might as well do it. So yeah. Do you think they'll stick to their guns, or do you expect these guys to start flip-flopping brands within weeks? Because I think that's what's going to happen. So that's my thoughts on the draft and how I think it's going to turn out. Guys, be sure you like the video, subscribe, like the video, get your likes in. I'm going to go to the live chat here and actually start looking at what you guys have been saying, because I've been very curious to know what everyone's thoughts are when it comes to the draft. So, again, like the video. I see we got still close to 200 people, but we're under 100 likes. Guys, get them likes up. Get them likes up, y'all. I know you see a lot of dislikes. It's the bots. It's the bots. Don't be paying attention to the bots. Why they split up Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart without giving them a title shot? I don't know. You asking the wrong person. They do have this shit on purpose because they just want to. They do it on purpose because they want to troll the fans so that you will hate the show and hate watch it. And I'm just done hate watching it, honestly. The Real ZP says SmackDown won this draft. I don't think anybody won this draft. I think they just kind of canceled each other out because nothing different came as a result. It feels like, it really does feel like the same draft. It's the same rosters, just flip-flopped to different shows. HBK Tokyo says we got Seth, Edge, Finn, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles all on the same brand. That would be interesting. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully we can make something out of it. How do I feel about Hit Row versus New Day? Well, Hit Row's the one I'm invested in, so I hope Hit Row kicks New Day's ass, actually. Although they'll probably be the heels, which is whatever. How do I feel about Hit Row versus the Usos? Oh, all day, every day. That should be dope. The Polar... Let me see. The Polar Phantasm says, Mad Cat plus Bearcat equals Mad Cats. I should basically block you for that bad joke. That was horrible. It's horrible! How dare you? They broke up Tegan Nox and Shotzi for no reason. Yeah, they really didn't have a reason to split them up, especially since they had earned title shots. I'm surprised Retribution was still a thing. Technically it wasn't, but they kept Mace and T-Bar together for some dumb dick reason. Now he can probably go back to being Dijakovic. Apparently Asuka is still hurt, and hopefully she gets better soon. How I feel about Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor? I already saw it. I'm good. No thank you. How I feel about the nickname Visionary of Drip? Oh Jesus. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like Drip God better. Drip God sounded good. Why do they drag people on Raw Talk? I think that's kind of dirty. Makes them feel irrelevant. Apparently, yeah, Bayley's is basically saying she's a free agent. All right. They're saying Elias is going to Raw. Code Equestria. I said it right. Awesome. I'm glad I said it right. Let's see here. Is Elias going to Raw? I want to be sure. Who wants to walk with Elias? So they were being selected in Raw. Okay, what about Elias? I don't see anything about Elias going to Raw. Just saying. I mean, it's fine with me what they want to do with them, but I don't see anything. They drafted The Miz on Raw Talk. Yeah, that's stupid. They also did that to Morrison. They don't care about these guys. How I feel about Edge versus Big E. It'd be interesting to see how well that works. It would. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just kind of feel like what they did with the draft was a big ball of nothing. I just hope that this time around they actually stick to their guns. So, again, give me your thoughts down below about this. We got a lot of topics coming up this week, so be sure you tune into the shows. I promise you things are going to be a little bit more different, but they're also going to be more fruitful with my thoughts. Again, please stick to your guns, WWE, if you're going to make this draft work. Stop making people cross brands because you don't know what to do with them. Stop insulting the fans' intelligence. I guarantee you people will respect your shows more. Sounds good? Awesome. Give me your thoughts on the draft. Who are you excited about? Do you expect things to work out in the best interest of WWE, or do you think this is going to be a bust? So, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day. This is Alex, just Alex signing off right here in Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you.